Alright, on this video for Factory I/O 2.2 improvement, I would like to make an observation as far as the driver goes. When we select the Modbus TCP IP, you get this lineup, this I/O count for the inputs and outputs. The issue we're having is that we are not able to see which one of these I/O addresses are already selected and used on this controller. So what we do is we have to go to configuration and increase my number of data inputs as well as the number of my data outputs. Let's say I do increase them to 15. When I go back here, I see that I have these available empty slots, so we can go ahead and use any of these variables or addresses. On this animation, I would like to use everything that's available, so it is natural that we would use everything over here. The problem is that I have to go one by one and check if this one is already in there. So right now basis conveyor, it seems like it's right here. So when we look at the remover, the part remover, I see that part remover is not on the controller, wired to the controller. So what I do is just go ahead and grab the part remover and bring it to my controller and wire it to this input number 10. So the issue and the way we could improve this user experience would be to color code on this part over here, color code these addresses that are not already wired natively the first time we open up this project. So that will help a lot the user, so we don't have to go one by one and check out if these addresses are found already wired on this controller. The same goes for here. I usually use both of them, like reset and the pause, but they're never right here, so I always have to bring them over here and wire my pulse signal and my reset signal. But again, I have to look what I have already wired versus what I have available to be wired. And color code might not be a viable solution, since the color code for the I/O type, it's already here and it's already been used properly. So what we can do perhaps is having a check mark right next to each of the addresses to indicate that those addresses are already wired to the controller already. Or else we could have this input and outputs sorted alphabetically. So if my inputs start with A, letter A, and they stop at letter C, so anything from the C all the way to the bottom is not being used. As a third option could be that when we grab the driver, the controller then will have every single one of these addresses available already wired, and every single one of these sensors or inputs already wired to the controller. That could be a very nice alternative, and what the user would do is just grab and remove those that he does not want. So that perhaps could be one viable option.